Just for fun, I asked my followers on Twitter or X if they want tips. So I just answered all of their questions. Just the basic one. I'm not that of a professional blender, I'm just an enthusiast. So I try to share what I know. So let's go for Rain. Let's show his render. I actually like your lighting, it's very unique. It defines your own personal style, and I think the posing is alright. Maybe you could pose the hand a little bit. You can reference your hand on a mirror. But this is adorable. This one, he's so swag, look at that. And this one's really cute. My only concern is her mouth. Because I think you pushed this middle way too low. So let's try here on my screen. Advice for Apple's rig. So I think this is what you did. You put it down and it doesn't look natural. So let's reset it. And I noticed on Apple's rig, the lip is so far from the teeth. And if you're gonna observe yourself on the mirror, our lips is not that far away from our teeth. So I usually just push it back a little bit so it would look natural. This one as well. There. Let's give her a sweet smile. And try to move every lip bone. It helps. This is one of my favorite things to do when I do renders, the expressions. Sometimes I have my mirror beside me and I just look at myself, see how the mouth works, especially when I'm animating. I just look at myself for reference. Let's push it back a bit. You think the teeth is disturbing? You push it back a little bit as well, so it will not hit. Push this up a bit. See, she looks so sweet. Just avoid pushing this down. That's what I noticed on the renders when they smile. Or some other blender artists actually, they make this super low and I don't like it that much. But you can improve it. You can experiment it. Or maybe not too high. This is too high. I guess that's my only tip for you. Your renders are really good and your lighting is awesome. Okay, now for Blue G. Okay, as I could remember, this is like your first renders, right? Assuming you've improved on posing, but this could improve more if you put in more. I guess you could just put more curves in it, like in drawing. So I think it's a bit stiff. You see the straight line here. I'll try to recreate your render. I still have your old model. Let's put in the hands. If it annoys you, the hand doesn't follow. You could just press this one and then change the IK to chest, so it will follow the chest. In Apple's rig, we usually do the transfer mesh, right? And it copies everything, every mesh. So what I usually do, so we could manipulate the eyebrows more, I press the eyebrows and then click on the data and type in brow, and then I lock everything because I don't want all of these to be deleted. So I delete all unlocked groups so I could easily move the eyebrows. Now for the lighting, here's my advice on lighting. Because I think you just use the HDR, right? HDRs. This one. My tip is to go to Pinterest. So let's type blue studio shot, man. You'll see different kinds of photos. I actually found one that I like. This one. See, so we read the lighting. The light will be here. There's also light over here. Let's try to recreate the thing of the lights. Okay. One friend taught me about the shadowings. So it's blue. You can manipulate that here on world. And maybe make it blue as well. Just a little bit. If it's too much, you'll be super blue. Making a folder for lighting. You can just click here and put the circle here. So if you put in the light, for example this one, it will go there. You will not have a hard time looking for the light where you placed it. I like using Eclipse and making it small so we could have that circle light like we see on photos. You can actually see the lighting setup on every person's eyes. He's using a square light box for this one. 3-point lighting is the normal lighting actually. You can apply it anytime. Let's see it in cycles. What it looks like. You can also add light here at the back so it will have gradient. And if you think it's a bit dark or light, you can go to render and then color management and play with the exposure. Tama. Some like adding rim lights. Let's see what it looks like. You see the curves instead of straight line. There are curves. Trying to illustrate. Okay, this is the curves I've been talking about. As an artist, I like to apply some knowledge for posing whenever I draw. You'll notice Fuji is strict. For me, there's curves. Like when I draw, I like doing that. So the body will have more motion. You know what I mean? Instead of being straight. Oh, that sounded wrong. No. So yeah, being artist helps. Try to add curves to your poses. Also with the hand. Straight again. And if you try posing it, in real life, this is what I did. I added curves as well. That's why curve is so important. Don't post it really straight because that's not natural. You have to imitate what you see in real life and apply it when you post. For art, actually, I could apply the tip with Luigi, so try watching the video the part I made for Luigi, which you can also apply it to your character. Now for Vane, for the pose, the tip could be applied from the previous video for Luigi, like adding the curves, trying not to make the pose stiff with the straight line, I thought. And I guess I could teach you about specular because I think you didn't add specular on the materials. Okay, let's go here first. Calamar shirt. On your render, you see it's similar here, it's flat. My advice is to go to preferences and type node wrangler. Make sure you check it because it will be important here on what I'm about to teach you today. Make sure you have the shader editor. Here's the principal BSDF. Click it, go to node wrangler, add principled setup, and find the shirt. Usually just click all except this one, you don't need it. Principled texture setup, and it will automatically add the textures like that. And don't forget the most important thing to add is specular so that it will not be flat. Try to apply the node wrangler on all the textures you apply, so it will not be flat in render. Let's try Calamar's hat. Best hat. Without this one. See, it's flat, no life whatsoever. Always click principal BSDF. Add specular, look what will happen. Ching, shiny. So yeah, node wrangler will totally help you texture stuff easily and faster. And now I'm gonna teach you the ink. I opened one session of mine because there's the ink. I'm gonna share you how I made it. I just made it like this since it's salmon run, but here are the nodes. So principal PSDF, and I just added in a color ramp. It can be searched with Shift A, search, and then color ramp, and add the light here and dark, or vice versa, and then the mapping node, texture coordinate. Of course, the Musgrave texture. This is what gives it the watery type here. And maybe change it less detail maybe. You don't like it, but I like adding details since it looks like water. And how I did this shape, let's see on edit mode. It's actually just a plane. I just added solidify to hide it, so it's just flat. And subdivision as well. Without it, it's so blocky. so this is quite messy. But yeah, I started with the plane. And maybe you already have the thought about how to make this. Probably you did the same method. Sure. But you could just always subdivide it in edit mode. Subdivide. Make it a bit bigger. Yippee. And I have this cheat. Once you do this, you could just apply it everywhere. So green pink. That's how I named it. No, that's the salmon one. It's purple. Ta-da! And then add in subdivision and solidify if you don't want it so flat, like Ellie's. Just kidding. Just edit it on edit mode. That's how I do the ink. Of course, I add in this as well for proportional. And you can adjust the circle with scroll bar. See, instant ink. So cool. And if you want to expand it, basic Blender knowledge. Extrude. Yeah, that's my tip for you, Vane. Or if others wants to know, I'll show the notes again. If this helps.